You're sent 1,000 years into the past and can only bring one item with you. What do you take? A time machine to send me back? I wanted to say my glasses because I can't see for shit otherwise, but this is the correct answer. Get TF back ASAP. My girl vibes. The book, How to Invent Everything, A Survival Guide for the Stranded Time Traveler. This is what the book is for. It's got a few inaccuracies and incomplete bits, but if you've got a solid science-based knowledge, critical thinking, and willingness to fuck up, it's not bad. Entertainment-wise, it's a great book. One massive brick of cocaine. I'd have absolutely no idea how to survive, so I'd use cocaine as leverage to have servants for life. How are you getting that through time travelers' customs? If I ended up back in that time period, I'd probably bring modern science books and start selling preventative medicine using basic hygiene knowledge. Basically, I'd be a snake oil salesman, getting rich off stuff like boiled water. Killed as a witch or something. I'm of knowledge sent from God to protect you in the kingdom, my lord. My car would be hilarious. Pull into my English village in 1025 in my shitbox Honda Civic. I second this, I think. Nothing says I'm from the freaking future like an egg-shaped time machine-looking thing. With a fully charged battery and a tank of gas, I'd at least look like a powerful wizard for a week. The air conditioner, heater, and CD player would be an added bonus. I'm gonna end up dead in short order anyways, so might as well take the Lord of the Land rocketing down a dirt road blaring Weird Al Yankovic. Fidget spinner to wow the ladies. Congratulations, you are now riddled with a plethora of STDs. A person from today would be horrified by the state of genitals a millennia ago. So stinky. A ready-for-deployment U.S. Navy Nimitz-class aircraft carrier. This Dr. Stone episode just went to another level. You'd kind of be screwed without the crew. A lot of penicillin. Penicillin took a long time to be discovered, but it ain't that hard to get. I'd take a book of the top scientific pre-industrial discoveries, then kickstart the Industrial Revolution 900 years earlier. Great, now there's homework? Forget it, I'll stay now. Donald Trump. I'll take one for the team. But which village requires that caliber of idiots? The hero we didn't deserve but utmostly needed. Even just a solid square of tungsten would be enough to make historians hilariously confused. For starters, how the heck did they reduce it to 2 dimensions from a cube? You pedantic little fucker, I like the way you roll. One of those replicators like on Star Trek. Nothing says it has to currently exist now.
500 cigarettes, please.
I feel as if I have been standing my whole life and I just sat down. All right, short intermission. I've got a mini challenge going. 100 subscribers by the end of the month. Yeah, I know, sounds small, but Reddit taught me that even small goals can cause total chaos. So if you're vibing with this video, tap that channel icon right here. You don't even need to ring the bell. I'm not that annoying. Just one click and boom, challenge complete. A book outlining middle-age inventions. The printing press was invented in 1440. I'd be inventing it 300 years sooner. The spinning wheel, while it is assumed to have been used in some form through India and China for some 700 years before coming to Europe in the 1300s, being able to bring it with refinement sooner, coupled with my next invention, the circular saw, which was invented in 1777, put on a spinning wheel in 1810, I'd be almost 800 years sooner. The spinning jenny, which really was spinning wheel turned to factory equipment. Again, a 1700s invention that realistically could come to market hundreds of years sooner with refinements. Bringing back medication, firearms, or anything electronic poses way too many risks, but a book of inventions can really set one up. Challenge is where am I and can I speak their language? There is no language the average individual could speak that existed at that time. Unless you're one of the very few modern people who study and can speak Old English, Norse, Germanic, or French, you're screwed. Exceptions would be anyone who can speak Latin, but then you're dealing with the church, which is its own can of worms, or anyone from modern-day Iceland or the Faroes. They could probably get by in Scandinavia, or possibly the Danelaw in England, as their modern language is still quite close to Old Norse. To take English as an example, Anglo-Saxon English is basically unrecognizable from the modern form. Being far closer to Germanic at the time, modern English does not develop as a cohesive vernacular until the 1600s, and even then, it's not until the mid-18th century that truly modern English we could reliably understand appears. A tanker full of lube. I'm taking no questions. But you're taking other things in your back hole. A camera. Nobody will believe this shit. My cell phone with a solar battery. But I guess that's two things. Gold. Honestly, most underrated answer. You could buy everything you need to survive in the 1000s. Or just get robbed. Don't forget murdered. Step 1. Take back a copy of The Handbook for the Recently Deceased. Step 2. Find some ancient cave that archaeologists were super excited to find sealed up. Step 3. Draw an outline of a door on the wall and leave the book nearby. Step 4. Seal it up and wait. A gun with endless ammo. My black ass is gonna need it. 1,000 years ago in Europe, you'd most likely have been fine. Probably would have been fine most places, honestly. I mean, you'd have serious problems, but skin color would not likely be one of them. Congrats, you've been stabbed to death in your sleep. Febreze, them motherfuckers stanky. When you're around it all day, you'll stop noticing, and you will be around it all day. An M60. I grant you your M60, the bullets are separate items and therefore not included. Then you could say the barrel or the grip are separate things as well. Maybe just the one mag that's already loaded? The entirety of Wikipedia printed and bound. 1. I can tell people about the future. 2. I can figure out what's about to happen around me and get the F out if needed. Plague? No thanks. 3. A wealth of knowledge I can teach myself to survive. According to Google, it would take 5.4 million A4 pages to print just the English Wikipedia. Using standard 80 GSM A4 pages, that equates to 27 tons. So you're saying it's doable. You might need to destroy an entire rainforest for the paper, but yes, it's doable. If it has to be an item that necessarily truly exists, giant can of disinfectant. I don't want to give the plague to the indigenous people around me. If it can be anything, then a working genie lamp with a genie inside. Surface disinfection will help, but just exhaling near someone could be enough to start an outbreak. People back then wouldn't have immunity to things like influenza strains, rhinoviruses, or even staph bacteria you carry harmlessly. You could be asymptomatic and still deadly to them, but you won't have the same robust immunity to the food and waterborne illness that they have. So while everyone else dies around you under a pile of wool blankets, you'll be shitting yourself to death under your own pile of wool blankets. Lots of gold. I'd purchase an army, win a throne, preferably the English throne for the influence, and change the course of history for the better by implementing modern medicine, science, laws, and building methods to speed up the development of the human species. I would pass on secret knowledge for my ancestors to use and implement when they take the throne, and that would ensure a long-lived dynasty with grateful citizens. If my dynasty made it to the year 1500, they'd be instructed to step down and introduce voting rights for all citizens with a basic map on how to create districts and elect various representatives, all of whom answer to one elected official that they're also responsible for holding accountable. I think this would give humanity a crazy boost, and we might see 20th century inventions and concepts come to life in the 16th and 17th century. I'm playing the long game with this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you take if you're sent 1,000 years into the past and can only bring one item with you? And yeah, remember that little challenge I mentioned earlier? Well, now I'm actually asking. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, go ahead and ring that bell too. I promise I won't spam you, just more weird, funny, and wild Reddit stories coming your way. Talk to you soon.